And we're back
And we are back, I would say.
with some fresh feature match between Mark playing Mardu and Dario playing Storm.
Yeah, it's Storm against Mardu Pyromancer. Let's see.
What side would you pick?
Prefer
The one that wins the die roll?
Modern, it's an easy one. Okay.
So Mark won the die roll and will go first, I guess.
Do we have the list? That's a good question.
Yeah.
Which side I prefer? It depends on a little bit on the sideboard, I think.
Yeah, I think Storm should be favorable. Is it? Or at least in game one?
I think the pressure is not really high from Mardu Pyro. This way it should be. But 7 discard spells is a
9
good amount.
even. There's also Collective Brutality, 3 Thoughtseize and 4
Yeah.
Inquisition of Kozilek. And then there's like Call Against Command, acting also kind of like discard, and Liliana of the Whale.
Okay. And from the sideboard we can see Collective Brutality again.
Number 3.
We could see the 2 Engineered Explosives, because I
Against
can see
Empty
that.
the Warrens.
Yeah. Surgical, Needed Spellbomb,
Yeah.
Campbell. A lot of things.
Yeah.
A lot of things.
I think the Pyromancer deck list is suited up well like for
Against
game
this-
1. So let's hope we'll see some interactive game 1.
Yeah, I feel like the matchup is really close, but I feel like after side, I feel pre-board maybe blue-red could be favorite in my
I
opinion.
think so, just
And-
because Pyro just doesn't have a clock that's
Yeah, exactly.
fast enough.
And post sideboard, I feel like Kambal is really good against this deck.
Kambal is insane.
Yeah.
Kambal,
And,
you have to kill or die.
Yeah, and I don't know. That's also the question. You know, you don't know exactly what your opponent sides in when
Yeah.
he's black, and this way, maybe he tries to play around. He sides against Leyline and not Kambal, and that could be a
yeah.
problem.
But Dario has Echoing Truth in his board, so he'll be bringing in this for sure.
Yes.
And then he also has Empty, which I guess he will also bring.
Yeah, I think the pieces of the puzzle plan is against the slow matchups and against the graveyard hate matchups.
Yeah.
This way, the question is a little bit if he is really fearing the graveyard hate, because I would fear a Leyline now in
Yeah.
this moment of Magic,
Yeah.
in this moment of Modern,
And Mark goes first with
and
a mulligan,
to 6. Yeah.
and he doesn't have a discard spell, which is huge, I think. I mean, he has Pyros, which applies some sort of pressure, but he also has
Yes.
Fatal Push, which doesn't. And he just passes. Maybe he thinks his opponent is like Jeskai Control, but just passing without playing
No, it
something
makes
cannot be good here. Okay, so Dario shaping his hand.
Okay, no, it makes sense. The call you got makes sense, lot of sense. The Jeskai call,
Yeah.
because you wanted to make a token at least with a Pyro.
Yeah,
I can see that. It
but
is not working out really good. I
No,
feel.
no. Mark will be quite sad when he finds out that his opponent is playing Storm, which will be now that he's played the Spire.
And it is
Cow.
so punishing.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It's really punishing.
And I mean, yes, he has push to play in this turn, but unless Dario plays a Baral or an Electromancer,
He has
this won't do that
He has Baral, Electromancer, double ritual, gift. He has a
Wow.
really stacked hand.
Yeah,
I
so
think-
he'll probably just go for end of turn gifts here, right?
Yeah, with a ritual, I would say. Yeah,
Yeah.
ritual into gifts.
Because he has so much
and
time.
probably-
Maybe he just even doesn't need to play the ritual gifts.
He will go for it. I feel it makes no sense to give him a target for the removal now. This
Yeah.
way, the only play he can do is that, and I feel there is no. The question is how much he wants to push for the finish, trying to kill him fast, or how much he wants to just
Yeah.
make advantage a little bit.
But I
now.
mean, now in this state of the game, Mark hasn't any pressure on the table. So
Yeah,
I mean, Dario has all
he's
the
thinking
time
about
in
it.
the world.
he's thinking about it. It makes sense to think about it.
Yeah,
I don't know if.
but it's also cool if you
Yeah.
can.
Yeah,
if you
I
can
thought he was going there.
later play Baral and then play like ritual into ritual.
Yeah, I think he figured out that he has a lot of removals because he's doing exactly nothing.
Yeah.
And
This is
that's
the
why.
plan.
Yeah, I think he wants to play into the removals, but
Yeah.
it is still not now the moment.
Yeah. And like this, he will be able to set up to kill for next turn, right? I mean,
yeah.
he will play. He will.
He will try it, I think, and also
he will,
if he
will get
whiff,
there. I mean, he gets Manamorphose,
he will
Past
get
in Flames, Scrape Shot, and probably
a ritual. I think he needs a ritual.
Yeah, one more ritual.
Yeah, he takes two rituals. It makes sense for me. He has already two ritual. He will play one of the guys. If he has a land, this is kind of insane.
Yeah,
because
and the removal isn't even that threatening because you can just in response play the other two rituals.
Yeah, that's why.
Still have the discount from Baral. So.
Yeah, and with the land, it's kind of insane. He can play three rituals like.
No, he can still play it. I mean, he can play Baral, then play the first. If your opponent responds with a removal, you can play the next one.
Yeah,
get the mana from it and still get the next ritual.
The next one, yeah, that's true.
You don't even have to have the fifth land here.
But he has it. That's why I'm. So he has the island.
Yeah, he has everything actually, right?
At the moment, yeah, I would say so.
He doesn't have nice basic island, but
that's a good basic island.
No, come on.
If you're against it,
if you pick the full art ones, then you pick the nice full art ones. Yeah, and there's Grave Shot as well. So, yeah.
But Grave Shot is not needed. He has Past in Flames with a gift and Manamorphose. It's not needed.
Yeah, I know, but it will make things easier and faster. So, how many minutes does he take to get through his deck, or through his 20 spells that he needs to play?
I think.
Will he be over in 5 minutes?
I think the fact is he is a really ponderate player. This way, now that he knows that he is winning, he wants to be sure about winning.
Yeah, I mean he can play around like
all
2 or 3 removal.
Why, that's why he is thinking.
Yeah, maybe I should just go over and say, it's fine, you win. Go on to next game. So it'll save us some minutes.
But we have to ask the judge for this.
Maybe we can do like a draft in between.
In between the finish?
In between the combo turn. Okay. And now come the red dice or whatever.
No.
Response. Trigger. This is so much funnier to watch in Magic Online where you have the triggers on the stack.
But I'm pretty a big fan of this deck. That's I have to say I'm the combo control player normally. This way it's something I like.
I mean, and that's a reason why combo is so good. Because just look what happens. I mean,
he can do nothing.
It's no really. It's just, and even if it would go on for like 5 more turns, Dario would still win. I mean, this is insane. And that's why a combo will always have like a place in the metagame. Even though now humans kind of took over and then there's blue-white control. But I guess Storm is quite good against control, isn't it?
Yeah, against control, yes. It's also nice, the games you play out after game 1.
That's true. But against humans, you're an underdog.
I don't think it's incredible. It's burn. The real problem is burn. You have no possibility to win against burn. I feel it's less than 30%.
Is it? Is it that bad? Why?
I think you have removals and you have Eidolon main deck.
Okay, Eidolon is a problem. Okay, I see. We were talking about how good Kambal is out of the side
exactly.
of the Mardu Pyromancer guy, and Eidolon is...
It's the same, kind of the same with 1 mana less.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. You convinced me. But no one plays burn.
Yeah.
Nowadays, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not
saying
good against
no
humans.
one plays something in modern is kind of funny.
Never say never, but yeah, you probably shouldn't bring this to a tournament if you
Yeah, yeah. I feel like, you know, with the percentage of moderns, you can choose a lot of decks that are.
Yeah, that's
It's a
true.
gamble. It's always a gamble this way.
Yeah, that's true. Like,
yeah, he lets him die, then he will play the other goblin, I think.
He has all the mana of the world, so.
Yeah.
Now he has 7. Yeah.
This game is over. He can also just kill with the grape shot and unsubstantiate. The question is if he wants to show the unsubstantiate.
Yeah.
I think, because I don't know, a lot of expert players. I don't know how expert player is Hirsbrunner. This way, you know, you try to get the edges, and you don't know. If you don't know that the card is in the deck, it could be a good thing to know.
And again, we see opt with the new artwork, and again, I would just love to see the old one instead.
I like this artwork.
Do you?
Yeah. Just the opt is one of the artworks that
you just like pirates. That's why.
No, I'm not such a child. I'm kind of a child, but not.
You are quite a child.
Yeah, I know.
But still, I just enjoy the old arts.
I love the old arts.
I mean, Monomorphose. Come on, look at that Monomorphose. It's like, I don't know.
you know, you can.
I shouldn't continue the sentence, probably.
You can speak to my 80 Alpha Lands that I have at home. I love the old artworks.
Yeah, so do I.
Like that.
And the Alpha Lands were really gorgeous.
Islands were really insane.
Yeah, islands.
Islands are
always were the
best. The counter combo player says something like this. Oh, something new.
So how many minutes are we in the combo turn? Like 5?
Something like this. But it is not that he is doing it slowly, but there was a little bit of interaction and.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's the finish. On the last copy, he will, not the copy, but the main spell, he lets resolve all the copies and then gets it back with unsubstantiate.
A tongue breaker.
And he gets it back and plays it again for the kill. That's the way. Yeah.
That sounds good. Why do you play this spell over Remount?
Because it's also a third spell, bounce spell, that you have main deck, and you can
like
solve
a ley
problems.
line or something.
Yeah. Every kind of problem you can solve it. He has one of them, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean,
I like it.
Most of the game once you're probably already quite ahead, and if you're playing.
And he has also Noxious Revival to get something back. He has a 1/1.
Yeah. The Noxious Revival also makes sense together with Gifts, so...
Yeah, it's a great combination of cards.
I played, in the last Pro Tour I played, or no, it was not quite the last one. I built the deck with Grizzlebrand and Noxious Revival and the thing where you get an extra attack step.
Yeah.
And so you could just like reanimate Grizzlebrand on turn 2, attack, draw 7, then pitch 2 red cards to untap it, and attack again, and then play Noxious Revival to put the extra attack step on top.
I have to stop you one moment, because like a few minutes ago you said to me that I am a child. And you were playing this deck at the last Pro Tour.
And it was at the Pro Tour where Deathrite Shaman was legal, so yeah. It got banned soon after, but and I was happy to see it go, but and then like years later there was this Grizzle Shoal deck.
Yeah. And without the
nice engine. And I thought, yeah, well, nothing new to me. Yeah. Been there, done that.
And the result on the Pro Tour?
That's actually quite sad. I played for the money in the last round for top 50, and then I played against Blue-White Control. It was 1-1, so I went off turn 2.
Okay.
My opponent had Path to Exile. I had the Blue Pact, so I went off for. I mean, I had 20 life and the attack of 7. So I had 21 cards.
Okay.
And then I fizzled.
27. Yeah,
I drew more than half of my deck, and then
you were pretty right when you said that I am a child a little bit, because I tried the deck a good amount of time of Magic Online, because it's something I could, you know, I don't like to to play fair Magic or totally unfair Magic. In the middle, I don't like all the things that are a little bit in the middle. I don't know how to.
I kind of love those mid-range decks. Their afterboard can like have a good shot against everything.
Yeah,
I kind of like those, like the Jump decks. But or the Pyromancer deck is also a deck like this.
I think older I get, more I like this kind of decks. Maybe you were already old enough for it.
Such an old man, you know, Sasha.
But
way too old for this game.
Yeah.
So now they did sideboard, and let's take a look at
Dario took in the pieces of the puzzle.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I think he took in Echo and Truth, Wipe Away, and the 4 pieces of the puzzle. I don't know if he took in something else. I don't think so. Maybe Empty the Warrens, at least one off.
But I don't think you should bring this in if you go for the pieces of the puzzle plan. Because you don't want to draw pieces of the puzzle, Empty the Warrens, I guess.
I think it's I think he made it because he says against black decks he doesn't want to get beaten by Leyline. It's really that he has to win in more turns, he said, and it's pretty hard to win in another way against Leyline. And this way, probably if he doesn't see Leyline, he brings. If game 3 he doesn't see Leyline, he thinks about it again, but still.
That makes sense. Okay, and so Mark with Pyromancer probably took in 1 Collective Brutality, maybe the Engineered Explosives just against the Empty the Warren plan. Then he has like 2 Surgical Extractions, which come in for sure, the Nihil Spellbomb, and 2 Kambal, which is, the Orzhov Eidolon of...
If I have to be honest, probably I would think about siding in Molten Rain also.
And Fulminator Rage on the play. Yeah, you probably can do that.
I think I would. It's, I think, better than Lingering Souls.
And Terminate from the main deck.
Yeah.
There's just so many cards in the main deck that don't do enough, especially the removal, of course. And Lingering Souls is also
Blood Moon is terrible.
Yeah, true. Against Monomorphose, that's not the way you want.
Yeah, and he has his islands.
Yeah.
This way it's a little bit...
Okay, so he drew... Yes, he drew Inquisition. And
Surgical is there.
Surgical is there as well. Okay, so there is Empty the Warrens, but... Okay, the hand is kind of nice with...
I like it.
With Empty. The pieces is really a fine plan B, but the hand is exactly like you want your hand to look. I mean...
I think he has to take the ritual if he doesn't want to die.
Yeah, he could also just take the Empty.
No, with an Inquisition you can try, but Nico.
I wouldn't be a good Inquisitor.
Nico.
Okay.
Ooh, that's so risky.
That's so risky. Yeah. Does he have the explosives? I mean, if he has explosives, it's fine.
No, he hasn't. No, he has none in her hand.
Okay, and now Dario.
I would try to make it probably. I would play Manamorphose and try it.
No, maybe it's safer to go for it next turn.
Yeah, but your opponent
now
has a lot of disruption.
Yeah, that's true. Now he goes for the Collective Brutality. Yeah,
I'm not sure about this play. I'm really not sure about it.
Yeah, you probably are right. You're probably right. But now he could take the Empty, right?
Yeah, now you can.
No, what?
Whoa.
Okay. I don't get it exactly.
Did you see what he drew?
What?
Ritual.
The ritual? Okay, the game would have been over by now. Yeah, okay, but I mean, what are the odds? It's like 7 in 50 or something.
Yeah, but you have to try it. I still feel you have to try it.
But not against a player who doesn't pick the Empty the Warrens anyway.
That's true, but he knew it. Yeah. Do you say he knew it? Okay.
He's...
we are not good at this.
I know.
There is a part where I'm really not good, and that's the part.
I just wanted to mention that this is Sasha's part to update the result.
I would like to mention that Nico has no part this way.
Thanks for pointing that out, Sasha. Yeah, I'm just here, sitting around, and
he's here to be loved, nothing else, you know.
Yeah, someone has to be.
Yeah,
I mean, and it's certainly not you. So
yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense to me. I feel like a move like this from your opponent makes you think he has explosives, but I feel like he has to go for it anyways.
Yeah, of course. Maybe it's just a very good bluff by Mark, but
I would not do it.
No, it's an ambitious bluff. Oh,
it's a really
there it comes.
Oh,
there comes
unexpected.
Oh,
unexpected from someone.
Yeah, but now he can bolt one. You know. Oh, all the 8 dices. yeah, just make it easier for us.
2 by 2.
The shortcut.
The shortcut to 2 by 2.
It's also it's 4 pairs. It's 4 pairs of goblins now. Okay. So now he draws explosives.
And,
so
and we are the simple guys. Oh, why did you speak about this, and that?
Yeah,
I feel like the play was strange. Yeah.
But yeah,
he can still get there. I feel.
Yeah.
Because he has 2 tokens. He can use the 2 tokens and then play the 3/4. If Dario draws nothing, I feel like he is in a decent shape.
2 tokens. Now he has to play surgical, I guess, right?
Yeah, that's why he has 2 tokens. I mean,
no, he just has 1 token. He just has 1 surgical.
Yeah, you know,
he cannot play both.
I thought he could play both. You're right.
But he should totally play it in the draw step.
Yes, he should.
Or no, he's gonna target Monomorphose no matter what, so he can as well. Yeah. He has to play it now and trade. I guess. Yeah, that's what he's doing. Yeah, with the Reveler he can come back. It's not impossible.
Now probably he has to... but the Reveler cost 5 at the moment, because the bolt is not in the grave.
Did he just miss his trigger? Yes, he did.
Yeah, if he said nothing...
I mean, there's no token on the... there is like a little dice.
You know, we don't hear what they say.
Unless they shout it out really loud, but I wouldn't do that if I just were about to put a token into play.
One token! I got it! 1 token!
Gimme!
You know, I do this just because I forgot it one time. Now I have to...
to scream it out loud.
It would be something.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the hand isn't...
I don't know.
The hand of Dario isn't that much gas left.
The best row he could have now is the pieces of the puzzle.
Or gifts ungiven.
Or gifts. But he took away gifts, I think. At least a good amount.
So?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's bad against the graveyard hate. That's the idea of...
Okay.
He played this deck also in Barcelona, and he lost the last one to make money at the GP.
Okay.
But
okay, it's kind of as you see, I'm not much of a modern player, but it just seems counterintuitive to.
I don't know if he took them out, and I don't know how many he took them out, but it wouldn't make sense to me to take out some amount of them.
Okay.
You cannot keep both in.
Of course. Yeah, now he just has to empty his hand. The draw was quite good because now he gets to bolt.
Yeah, but it's 2 damage. Yeah,
that's
good.
True.
It's good, but 2 damage could be annoying.
Yeah, but now he really has a chance to get back.
Yeah, he has a good chance. I feel like he has advantage now, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gets another token, and then there's also the Reveler.
No, he has advantage.
And depending on what he draws, he might need to throw the Pyromancer in front of a token. Depending on what he draws, though.
I don't think so.
If he draws Pyromancer,
Okay,
that's oh
not
my.
the best throw.
No.
Maybe we have still a game. I was
Of course. What?
yeah, but I was really in Mark's favor at the moment, and now I'm not anymore like sure about it.
No. And yeah, now Ritual and what was the other thing?
I think Manamorphose. I'm not sure about it. He did it really fast.
Yeah.
No,
And
it doesn't go on top.
don't put it back on top. You don't want to redraw that thing.
Yeah, Manamorphose. I'm pretty fast with my eyes. I'm pretty, for being so old.
You're not that old.
Pretty good.
You're not that old, Sasha.
Just because you want to feel young.
Forever young.
Forever young.
I want to be
forever young.
You cannot see it, even though you bend to the right.
I try.
You try, old man. Yeah, still liking the pirate on the picture, right?
I think it's fine. Come on. I think there are a lot worse than this.
That's true.
I think this is fine.
The artwork is fine for a card like Opt, yeah.
I think there are a lot of cards that are...
It's also not happening a lot in the picture, and that's probably good for an effect like this.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I feel like the what was the card? There are a lot of cards, like Medley Mage. The new one is...
Yeah.
Meh.
Now Dario will probably just attack with all his guys and...
But the problem is... Now the problem is that here... the other guy is at 11, but you have no grape shots. Yeah. And if he has no bolts in the deck, and I don't think he has bolts in the deck...
No,
that will be not a great attack.
Okay, now he also drew the Spell Bomb, which doesn't do a whole lot, but still gives him some kind of insurance.
I think it's good.
And now he probably plays Thoughtseize first to stripe, or just to get another token. No.
Why hit up the white mana? Yeah, for the lingering, but I don't know.
Kambal.
Yeah, Kambal. You're right.
I think you shouldn't tap the.
No, it makes sense. It makes sense.
But I think I would have played the Thoughtseize first. What was the draw? Something red?
He drew an island? He put on bottom with Opt, right? Yeah. Then he drew the snow-covered island.
Okay. Ah, sure. He also plays a snow-covered and the regular one for gifts. Yeah. That makes perfect sense.
2 snow-covered islands.
2 even. I see. Yeah, but he's drawing more and more lands.
Oh,
and the pieces. Good. This is very good.
If he wants to have a possibility in this game, this is the way.
Part 1. Oh,
that's part 2.
Yeah. So it's...
Yeah. I think he has to take the Serum Vision. And just hope for a big turn after.
Yeah, but
Toxizes will be a problem.
Yeah.
But the question is also if he has the second Empty Devourance in the deck or not.
I think he should, but...
Because if he has not the second Empty Devourance, he has to win with the bounce spells randomly.
Okay, yeah.
It's not so easy.
No. You can also get in with Baral.
This is my plan.
Yeah. It's not the best plan, but hey. Wow. Ooh, that's a big one.
Yeah.
Just gaining back that life off of collected brutality is huge. But that's good. We're gonna see a game 3.
It feels so.
So. I feel so too. Discarding a land. And now you can even start getting in with the Reveler, right? He'll build his army of tokens and then be able to get in.
Oh, he discarded one Toxes.
Okay, so he killed a goblin, drained for 2, and
look at his hand.
yeah,
Yeah, it
discarding.
makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe
I
you
think I
should-
would keep the Toxes.
No, you should play the Thoughtseize first, and then after seeing the hand.
Yeah,
you
exactly. I think I would play the Toxis first. The second thing I do is discarding 2 lands, doing the same he did,
Yeah.
and then play another Toxis, take
Yeah.
out the last card.
Yeah, I mean, a Thoughtseize is still, it's 2 life, but it's still another token and another resource
Yeah.
from your opponent.
Yeah, and I feel like he would go to 9 lives with 5 tokens into play, and my opponent has no cards in his hand. I feel the lonely card that he leaves him is a possibility to make a storm count of like 3-4
Yeah.
with an empty Warrens, and that would be pretty bad.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be lethal, at least. And now I think he also has to start pressuring, right?
Yeah, I think he has to attack with a big guy. Yeah.
So this one is
2.
6, 7.
No, 5. He played just the
Ah, so
collected
just-
and the Toxis.
And the Spellbomb, right? Oh no, that
No,
was last turn.
Last turn. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. For 5, yeah. Maybe I just have to stay back as well. Not sure.
I think I would have attacked.
Yeah. Yeah, probably. You're right. I mean, you trade for 5 damage for 2 damage, which is not great, but
At this point, I feel you took out the grape shops from your opponent, and this way he has to win just with the empty. And I feel like you know that he has 1 more empty maybe in the deck, not a lot. The only thing that could be a real problem was the Echoing Truth
yeah.
on the tokens. That would have been an issue.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe that was the reason to.
Yeah.
But now he gets in. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't.
I would not attack now.
No. I mean, if you attacked last turn, yes,
Yeah,
of course. But
I agree.
now it just doesn't make sense.
Some turn 8. Maybe
That's a start, but not a
Yeah.
great one.
he needs the empty because like this
Oh wow, explosives. That's probably GG.
GG.
Yep.
That's GG.
And again, the old picture on explosives,
It's better than the new one.
of course. Look at how bright and colorful it is. It's a beauty.
I have some cards that I like more in the new art, but there are not a lot, I have to say.
Yeah. Okay, so you can type in 1-1.
That's what I want.
It's actually not 1-1 yet, but
It will.
for all the people tuning in right now,
It-
stay. There will be a
stay.
game 3.
There will be a game 3. But
Yeah.
we have some.
Yeah, digging deep for.
He has something on the top. That could be interesting. If I think so now, if it doesn't kill him, if it is an empty, it could be a problem. Wait, I do something new. I don't want to be.
Okay, back to 0-1.
If it is an empty,
Yeah.
No.
That's an empty. That's an empty.
that's an empty.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so too. It could be something. Double ritual. Wait. We have to count a lot now.
Yeah.
It's 6. You want to get it back? Whoa, that's insane. If you think.
Yeah, with the remand thing. It's not
Yeah.
remand, but
Yeah, it's kind of remand. 3 mana, 4 mana, play empty.
it doesn't have enough mana.
No, to make it 2 times, no. But I would still substantiate my empty
Yeah, of course.
to make it later, because it's the last win condition.
Yeah, it's really the last one.
Yeah, he has. It's less tokens, but I feel like he has to go for it.
It's a really interesting game here.
Yeah.
It's like some kind of roller coaster. Now it looks like Dario could very easily come back.
I don't see that.
Yeah, not very easily, but he can come back if he goes empty and next turn empty again.
He can come back, yeah.
I mean,
the problem was the opt. If this land was untapped instead of the opt, the difference was huge.
Yeah, that's true. Also, the Bedlam Reveler attack that Mark missed that turn was huge as well.
But maybe Dario could block, I think, that turn. Because at the end he needed another big empty.
Yeah, that's true.
I have to say I'm not sure about sacrificing the engineered explosives. Because you know that your opponent has to go for another empty to win.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't see it useful. I don't know.
Yeah, good point. Maybe you can really just slow roll it. But then the question is, do you even play it?
No, I would not play it.
It's good to play it against Echoing Truth, but
yeah.
And now bounce it back. Or maybe it just wants to bounce the Reveler at some point.
Yeah. I don't think so, but
probably
it makes. I'm not sure about it.
Yeah, I probably would prefer still having the empty in hand, because so much can go wrong.
I'm not sure about this line, but he knows it better than me.
Yeah.
No, it's 8 token. I thought it was 6 token. 8 is a lot.
8 is a lot, yeah. Yeah, he could have balled at the end of turn, but...
Yeah, I think he had to wait, because if he drew another bolt...
And Dario's at 5, actually. That changes things quite a bit.
At 5.
Because now he has to jump block Reveler. Okay. It's gonna be a close one. So now, will Dario take it? Or will he start?
I would block with all.
Yeah?
No, I'm sorry. I'm thinking about blocking with all. Just to make him make a move.
Yeah.
I feel he would make a move.
But with Terminate and the Bolt, you would just lose all of them. And
yeah, I understand.
Ooh, was that...
Is this Past in Flame?
It is Past in Flame. Oh, wow.
Can I put again the 1/1?
No. Wow, what a turnabout.
That's incredible.
It's really incredible. But it...
That was a nice game. But that was a really nice game.
But it showcases the power of that Storm deck. I mean...
I think it showcases also this... he had to be a little bit more aggressive with the Mardu, probably.
Yeah, that's true. But wow, Dario's draws were insane. I mean, he drew empty from the top and then passed.
Yeah, but he used so many card drawing cards.
It wasn't that many, actually.
No, it was pieces of the puzzle into the 2 turns before he played the Serum Vision into a opt.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
And his deck is not really big.
But there's only one empty left, and he just has to find it.
And he is keeping just 1 Past in Flames.
Okay, for the gifts.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So that means that he also keeps the gift.
I think he keeps just... I think...
2 or...
I'm not sure. For me, he keeps like 1-2 gifts and the Past in Flames. I would do something like this, I think.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable. That sounds really reasonable.
If he fears really... If the fear is real and it is the ley line, I feel like this would make sense.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, now he's getting through his deck. But if Mark manages to draw a bolt or... He needs a bolt or...
Unsubstituted is not the best against this.
Yeah. He needs a bolt or a second explosives. Right?
Yeah. I'm still not sure about the line with the explosives.
Yeah, you're right. If you keep the explosives, you can
really make a blowout.
Yeah.
The grave shots are not anymore there. He has
Yeah.
no hard counter. Oh,
Yeah.
he's playing one bolt. Still. He has a bolt in his hand.
Okay, so the bolt will be lethal now, right? If he can flashback it, and we will be able to, I guess.
Okay, the bolt makes a difference, I think. I think he wants to empty anyways. And attack with all, probably.
Yeah.
Keep the assumption state to... He doesn't know about the bolt from his opponent this way. He goes to 4. That's a little bit a strange amount, because...
Yeah.
If he had one more mana, he could try to force the issue, but...
Yeah,
I would never use this bolt that he has in his hand, or better, if you want to use it, the place is the face.
Yeah. Yeah, and I will play Terminate, that makes sense.
Yeah. And block 1, yeah. 5 damage.
Go to 6, yeah.
One draw.
He knows he has to kill in this turn. And he'll probably fetch end of turn and bolt, or that's what I would do.
I think I would also fetch.
Yeah.
Without, I think. It is the right thing to do. Point.
Yeah.
It's,
yeah, that's... I mean, you have to win this turn or draw the explosive. And here's the handshake.
That's comeback, I would say.
Yeah. Wow. Wow, that was insane. That was just insane.
Yeah, that was the best match we had until now. It was without any doubt.
Yeah, not the match maybe, but the game.
The game. This game was insane.
Yeah, it really was.
Insane.
Such a roller coaster.
Yeah.